And we're back again. One of the most brutal weeks so far. It's like 8 o'clock, it's almost midnight.
It's like 3 a.m.
Yay! Thank a resident week. Make sure to thank me. I'm just kidding. This is the life we chose. Yo, welcome back vlog. Another week in residency, baby. This week is going to be one of the most brutal weeks so far. So we are starting it off with a 24-hour OB call starting right now. And then a post-call tomorrow, work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we are back on another 24-hour call on Saturday. So literally starting and ending the week off with 24-hour calls. I've honestly been dreading this week for a while, but there's a light on the other side, which I'll talk more about later. But for now, I gotta get into the hospital. All right, so far we have no scheduled C-sections, thank goodness. But what I'm gonna do is set up all of our operating rooms with everything I would need, including medications, just in case we randomly get any crash C-sections throughout the day. All right, I've been here for an hour and I just got my first epidural. Lunchtime, baby, let's go. All right, so it's like 1 in the afternoon. Not a bad day. I've done like 3 epidurals. Hopefully this is the pace for the rest of the shift. Such a nice rainy day in San Diego. Too bad I'm stuck inside. All right, just got an epidural. It's almost midnight. I just got done with a C-section, 7 more hours.
It's like 3 a.m.
Got woken up for an epidural. Good morning. I'm gonna go home and sleep, and I'll tell you guys about my call later. Bye. All right, guys, quick break from the vlog to tell you about this week's sponsor, Nourish. Over the last 5 years, you guys have literally watched me go through different stages in my life. This includes when I started residency and barely ever grocery shopped. But over the last few months, you guys have seen me try to become more intentional with my diet. And that's something I'm honestly still actively working on, which is why I'm so excited to share my experience with Nourish. Nourish connects you with a registered dietitian for personalized nutrition care, all virtually. You meet over Zoom and booking takes less than 5 minutes. And they accept hundreds of insurance plans across all 50 states. In fact, 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket through insurance. As a doctor and someone who really believes in preventative care, I realized I've never sat down and actually talked with a dietitian. So I did. I had my first one-on-one with a dietitian through Nourish, and honestly, I really enjoyed my experience. It started off feeling like a primary care visit, which I really liked. We talked through my past medical history, surgical history, family history, allergies, social history, physical activity levels, things that I've done with patients hundreds or thousands of times over the years. I didn't feel like we were just jumping into a meal plan. It felt like my dietitian was actually getting to know me first. We talked about me as a resident, which includes my long shifts, 24-hour calls, content creation, and we talked about the different phases of life that I go through where my nutrition really matters. For example, when I am focusing on marathon training, or when I'm just in the hospital a lot and need to try to reduce how much I'm eating and avoid carb crashes, or when I know I'm gonna go train acrobatics after work and need to make sure that I get some fuel in somehow while I'm at work so that I'm ready for those sessions. We then talked about my biggest struggles and the things that are important to me when it comes to diet. One of the important things for me at this point in my life right now is just convenience, because I don't have a lot of free time and don't want to spend that free time doing a lot of meal prepping. So what I really liked about my dietitian is, after listening to all this, they didn't try to change my routine. They worked within my parameters. So for example, I told my dietitian that I shop a lot at Trader Joe's because it's close to my house, it's super convenient. And my dietitian literally pulled up Trader Joe's website and started pointing out different foods that I should add to my grocery list. For example, shelled edamame, which has a decent amount of fiber in it, and I can just add it to pretty much every single dish that I make so that I can get more daily fiber. That particular example really stood out to me because it was so simple but very practical. That's just one example of the many recommendations that they made for me. We also talked about my family's cardiac history and my upcoming blood work. And what's cool is that you can actually get blood work done through Nourish, which is huge, especially when it can take so long to get in with a primary care physician. Again, this whole experience just felt really in line with both preventative medicine and primary care. Something else that I really appreciated is just 10 minutes after my appointment, I got an entire summary of everything we discussed. This included short-term goals, long-term goals, specific recommendations, and even just general encouragement. The dietitian also sent me multiple handouts, including cholesterol guides, omega-3 guides, and a literal Trader Joe's swap list so that I could just take it with me when I go grocery shopping. After my appointment, I got access to the Nourish app where you can schedule your appointments, log meals, track hydration, and even sync with Apple Health for more personalized feedback. If you've ever been curious about meeting with a dietitian but were afraid that it was gonna require you to change your life overnight, that was not my experience. You can book an appointment with a Nourish dietitian using the link in my description box below. Again, it takes less than 5 minutes to book and they are covered by most insurance plans. I'm really looking forward to my next appointment with my dietitian and again, just growing in a way that actually fits my life right now. Make sure to check them out and thank you so much again to Nourish for sponsoring this week's vlog.
And we're back. Another day in the OR. I was here all day yesterday, but I didn't really vlog just because it was a long day and I had stuff I had to do at home and just took the day off vlogging. But today I'm back and I'm the second late resident. If that wasn't unfortunate enough, I'm also going to disappoint my dietitian because I didn't go grocery shopping, so I don't have any food with me. I'm also vlogging in my car because it's raining outside. Let's have a good day. Look how cute that is. Chip and Chewy are always with me. It's 3 o'clock. Don't listen to that, it says 2, but it's 3. And I'm the second late resident. A lot of backpacks still here, so not looking too good for me right now. My cases, by the way, are going well today. Just a bunch of Euro cases. Pretty straightforward. About to start the next one. Not too shabby. By the way, apparently next week is Thank a Resident Week. So make sure to thank me in the comment section below. I'm just kidding. You don't have to if you guys don't want to. Yo, we are done, baby. It's like 8 o'clock at night. Cases went for a while. I was a second late resident. And then I stayed for like another maybe 15 minutes so that I could call my attending and pre-op. Now I'm just gonna go home. By the time I get home and shower and eat, it's gonna be time to sleep, and then we'll do it all over again tomorrow, and then I'll do another 24 the next day. This is the life we chose. All right, no more complaining. I want to go home, get in bed, and cuddle with my dogs. So I'll see you guys later. And we're back again. It's Friday. Technically, it's day 5 out of 5 for me since I worked 24 Monday to Tuesday, worked Wednesday, Thursday, now it's Friday. And then I work at 24 tomorrow into Sunday. It's been a long stretch, I'm not gonna lie. Like I got home at like 8:30 last night and I'm already back again. Luckily, I'm not the late resident or second late resident today, so I'm hoping I can leave by like, I don't know, a decent time and get some good rest before tomorrow, but we'll see. I've got parathyroidectomies and thyroidectomies, so it's what you do when people have hyperparathyroidism because of like adenomas or hyperthyroidism because of things like Graves' disease or thyroid nodules, just take it out. Simple as that. Let's have a good day. For the vlog, you can just have it in here. And then there's Sabrina again, yay! And Elaine, yay! We are done for the day. All right, guys, like I said, I am done for the day. Pretty good day overall. I did a bunch of thyroidectomies. And what was nice about today is that all the cases in my room were the same, basically, like thyroidectomies, parathyroidectomies. So I got to like kind of just have that repetition when it came to, you know, having to use NIM tubes, the neuromonitoring tubes that I showed you guys earlier. And the setup was the same. And I got to kind of just change a few little things about how I did my anesthetic. So that was nice, where I could focus on that rather than the difference in the actual case and whatnot. So that was really awesome. I had really good attendings today. I really enjoyed working with them. Actually, that's kind of been like the only thing keeping me going all week, is that I've had really good attendings, like today, yesterday, the day before. And then, like, even though Monday was a 24-hour OB call, both the attendings I had during the day and at night, really awesome. Really like them. I think that's the only thing that's been keeping me sane this week. Actually, I totally forgot. I haven't even really talked about my OB call. I meant to like kind of recap with you guys, but I was just so like dead after, you know, as you guys saw. Oh my gosh, my hair is super cooked. I had 24 hours on OB. I came in pretty bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, had a really good 2-day weekend going into that 24, and I think at some point I just like stopped vlogging because it just became epidural after epidural. We did a couple C-sections. We had to go to the OR for pelvic bleeding, like post delivery, and it was just like constant. Like every time I would try to go back to the call room, it was just like page after page, and I was starting to definitely feel the effects of that. And you know, that call room you guys see that went viral, really nice, love it, but it's very lonely when you're there by yourself for 24 hours. And so, yeah, I think by like midnight, 1 a.m., I was starting to like lose my sanity a little bit. But the whole shift went really well. Like I got all my epidurals. Everything went great. My patients did really well. My attendings were great. But by the time 7 a.m. came around, I was just like so dead. I had to go home and sleep. And then the whole day was just a wash. And then I still had to pre-op that same day for my Wednesday cases. Then I've been in the OR Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was here late last night. It's like 5 p.m. right now. And then I have a 24-hour shift tomorrow. So this is actually really like a full 80-hour week, right? 24-hour shifts plus like 3, on average, 12-hour shifts during the week plus pre-oping. That's, yeah. I think the math puts us like over about 80 hours, I think. So rough, man, rough. I'm tired. This is definitely one of those like keep your head down, get through the week kind of weeks. And I really think that if it weren't for like my attendings being awesome, I think I would have crashed out earlier. I think I'm actually kind of crashing out. I think I feel a little bit like delusional right now. But anyway, yeah, 24 hours tomorrow. I would take you guys with me, but the only way that this vlog goes up Sunday is if I edit it tonight. So like literally between now, 5 p.m. and 6 a.m. tomorrow, when I have to be at the hospital for my 24 going into Sunday, I have to edit this vlog and upload it. So I can't vlog my 24, but we'll start next week's vlog off with that 24, if that makes sense. I think that's the only way we can do it. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of other things going on that I want to tell you guys about. Next Monday, I start a 2-week rotation. That's actually going to be a lot more chill. Probably going to be my most chill 2 weeks, period, here. And then, what else? There was stuff going on. I have to do a morbidity and mortality presentation early next month. we'll talk more about that. I'm pretty nervous about that, and I worked on that this week a little bit. And then, I have a new project that I'm starting to work on. I started working on this week that I'm really excited about, and I'm going to definitely share with you guys, and then also share the journey of that project with you guys. But I can't tell you about it yet. It's a little bit early. Yeah, that's all I'll say. I can't say anything more. Dude, my hair is so like chopped right now. This is just straight beanie, scrub cap hair. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I think I'm getting delusional. I'm gonna tell you guys about this project eventually. I'm really excited. Actually, it's gonna be really hard not to talk about it. You'll see. It's coming up. Anyway, that's it for this week's vlog. I'm gonna go home and edit it with any amount of energy that I have left right now so that you guys have something to watch on Sunday. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me in another week in residency. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.